guys. It is the somethings of January. What is it? Well, I don't know what the date is. Like the 6th of January, I think. Somewhere around there. I don't know. Anyway, it's, I think, somewhere around the 6th of January. My recovery from the surgery has been really good. The stomach pain and the back pain have gone, which is amazing. The surgeon kind of warned me that I might have what's like a phantom colon, where you still get the pain even though you've had the surgery. And I haven't had that, which is amazing. He kind of like said to me when he was talking about it, he came to see me before the op, and he just said, like, with you, we just have to expect the worst. So, because we went in expecting the worst, the recovery was actually much smoother this time. Helped that I didn't get an infection as well. But no, it was good. It took a while to get the pain under control, and I had these tiny little kind of pump things, just tiny little things on my stomach that they would push local anaesthetic into. Because obviously I now have severe hyperalgesia, so I'm having to come off all of my meds because it's kind of been so mishandled that the morphine is damaging my body, and it basically means that I can't use any opiates to control my pain anymore, which is difficult because we're doing it, but it's hard because there's nowhere to turn. So when my pain is really bad, I just have to deal with it. So that's, that is what it is. I'm sorry I haven't posted sooner. Mentally, I've had a really mixed recovery, because I still can't eat or drink, which is difficult. It's beyond difficult. I swell my mouth out with water and let it kind of, when it just like trickles down. So I'm doing that as often as I can, and trying to force myself to swallow. So when it goes down, if it comes back up again, I'm just swallowing it and swallowing it and swallowing it, which is kind of disgusting, but I don't want to keep going into hospital being dehydrated, so I'm just doing whatever I can do. I'm also doing it with orange juice, just to try to get some kind of nutrients in, because apparently your gums absorb stuff as soon as you put it in your mouth. So I've been swirling out with orange juice, but because of the how dry my mouth is all the time, I get ulcers. So like orange juice and ulcers, not really a great mix. But there we are. That's that. A friend of mine has had the most horrendous tragedy, and she's very far away, and I love her very much. And I think, please put your prayers over them at the moment. God knows who you're talking about. I'm not going to start talking about names and everything like that. I'm not willing to do that. But, God will know who you mean. That situation needs a lot of prayers, please. It's difficult at the minute. So, because me, I always want to inspire and be really positive, and it's difficult when kind of everywhere you look there's something awful happening, or somebody's carrying a terrible grief with them, and there's been too many of those this year. But we have to keep going, always. You have to keep going, always. You can never give up, because it's your life at the end of the day, and you deserve the very best, and everybody deserves the very best. And this is a particularly difficult disease to live with, and I don't think perhaps that it's very understood. I know obviously like doctors and stuff know about the scientific side of it, but I still don't think that there's that kind of connection with the reality of living with it and what that's like. And I really pray and hope in my heart that that changes for the next generation, that there is more understanding, because this generation is speaking out, which is amazing. I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to swallow my mouth out because my gums get stuck to my teeth. Sorry, bear with me. There you go. Sorry, I just didn't really want to say, I didn't want you to see me spitting my water bag out. So there we are. We're at 5 minutes. There are good things in this world, and there is beauty in the world, and there is hope in the world, and I believe that we never ever should stop believing that we deserve a decent quality of life, because this disease is really lonely. You know, your house becomes your prison effectively, and it's really difficult, and that's a very lonely feeling. And I always, with my videos, I always want to affirm that all of those feelings are natural and they're okay. But if you reach out, there is an amazing online, you know, Ed support group, and there is hope out there. And I've seen that particularly over this weekend and what's happened with my friend. There is a phenomenal community. So if you're kind of falling over these videos and perhaps, you know, this is the first one that you see, or you've been watching for a while but you're still kind of not quite ready to take that step, you know, I'm always open to hear from you guys. I love hearing from you guys. I know that I've fallen really behind with writing back. I always try to write back personally, and I will do it, I promise. But at the minute it is taking time because, you know, this is about as good as it gets at the minute. So I will reply, and you are important to me, and I have read your comments, and I promise that I will reply. I am aware of them. If, you know, if it takes me a long time to reply, by all means message again and say, oi, you haven't replied, and I, you know, I will do my very best, because my dream for this channel is to have a really fantastic community of people, perhaps with with varying diseases, where we can all come together and affirm each other and believe in each other and support one another. I think that would be a really special thing, and I really pray that it happens one day. Right, we're at 8 minutes. I will try and speak very soon. You see, now I've done it, it doesn't feel quite so scary, but I have felt so daunted by the idea of doing a video, because I don't want you guys to be disappointed in my recovery, in that, you know, I had the op, and I want to show everybody who supported us that, you know, they changed my life, and I truly believe that, you know, they have, and I'm immensely grateful for that. No one will ever understand how grateful I am for it. But it's, you know, it's hard because of the eating and drinking. I still feel horrendous. I've got the worst fatigue flare that I've ever had. And it's difficult, and I have felt really shy of sharing that with you all. But you all know my first rule on this channel is honesty. So this is me being honest. And I hope that you aren't too disappointed that I'm kind of not doing cartwheels around the room and doing so much better. But please be assured, if the nutrition was sorted, and if somebody would actually step in and do something, I think I would be. I think I'd have, you know, a much better quality of life as a result of having the op. So anyway, I need to swirl again. It's 9 minutes. I'm going to say God bless. so much love to you all. I hope you all have a wonderful 2016 and you are abundantly blessed. I will speak to you soon. Bye.